Hi, I am going to be discussing the analysis of the short story Animal Farm by George Orwell. In this presentation, it will firstly cover the introduction part of my analysis, which gives a summary of each character's background and portrayal, as well as hopefully give a better understanding of the story and the style used and different stylistic devices that Orwell employs in this story. For my thesis statement, Animal Farm is a historical novel. It is set in England, revolving around the events leading up and after the Russian Revolution. It illustrates the portrayal through these characters of how power and corruption can pretty much pave an idealism way. So there's, of course, one of the themes that does focus in this story is the human and non-human animals, and other themes would be some tyrant, socialism. The analysis is organized through discussion of character representation, like I mentioned, mainly the non-human characters that George Orwell uses to tell his story. So, some of our characters that we will be discussing are Old Major, Snowball, Napoleon, Squealer, and Boxer. So going on to Old Major, he is portrayed in the story as an intelligent old boar with exceptional skills in moving masses. His influence through the animalism philosophy forms the development of the story. According to Old Major, human is the course of animal agony, which marks the beginning of the revolution. The Old Major is also represented as a reputable character in the story that influences other animals. Going on to Snowball. Snowball first appears in the story as a loyalist to Old Major's philosophy of animalism. Other than being a loyalist, Snowball is presented as an ambitious leader who sacrifices it all for the good of his subjects. He also championed the construction of the windmill, as well as other development projects on the farm. Then we will scroll down and go to Napoleon. Orwell's representation of Napoleon as a character fits his stature. His introduction to the story throws an open guess to the readers of what kind of character Napoleon is. His actions tell how power-hungry he is after driving Snowball away from the farm. Napoleon also uses propaganda to carry out his ill political actions. Napoleon is also known for issuing the death penalty to those who go against the rules. He also steals food that should be given to all the other animals. He does this from his greed. He finally changes the name of the farm from Manor Farm to Animal Farm. The last major change that he made before the end of the story was reducing the commandments to 1. So his overall last change was all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. And going on to Squealer. Squealer is an animal character, a pig, portrayed by a pig, described to have exceptional skills in persuasion. Napoleon sources Squealer to be his spokesperson in whatever information he intends to pass to the other animals. Squealer uses his persuasion skills to convince the animals whenever they complain, which is a type of a typical political leader standpoint. And then moving to our last, Boxer is presented as a strong and determined horse, a citizen of the farm who proves helpful in many ways. Boxer volunteers and devotes himself to the construction of the windmill, a project that is meant to provide electricity to the farm. Boxer also becomes a dependable soldier during the battle. However, through him, Orwell presents the effects of power on devoted citizens the moment they prove a little weakness. So, throughout, Boxer is then sold to a neighboring dealer after becoming too weak to work. So, unfortunate. But then there are my references, and yeah, thank you.